Hello everybody and welcome back to the video. So this video is going to be an extensive guide on everything you need to know about Spirits of Amazonia, and I'll be covering every quest and challenge that is in part 1, and if you're stuck anywhere, feel free to check out the timestamps in the description. If you're looking for anything specific that isn't in the timestamps, it means that it's in a part 2 guide that I'm releasing soon. So the first challenge is the White Demon, and this is one of those challenges where you'll most likely be spending a lot more time searching for the legends than actually doing the quest. And note that one of the legends is guarded by a native camp, but you can just sneak around it if you want to. So when you have all the legends, come to the steamboat after 6 PM. He spawns in a small cave very close to the steamboat, just don't get too close otherwise he might not spawn. Kill the caiman, harvest him and take him to the Elder, and that's it for this quest. So the next quest is a bit more complicated. Before or after collecting all the legends, you'll have to come to the steamboat and dive until you find this small room. You can find a big chest in the corner with an artifact inside, collect the artifact and come to these waterfalls. It's important to note that for this part you need to have read all the legends. You'll have to dive into the water here until you find a small cave. Now you basically just have to walk through the most unnecessarily long cave paths in the game until you reach an altar. Place the artifact here and build a fire. When it's lit, you can return to the Elder. Next challenge is Howling Spirit, and this is another one of those challenges where you'll basically be reading more legends than anything else. And when you've done that, come to this cliff and repair the bicycle hanging from a tree, and now you can return to the village. So now for the last challenge, and this one is probably the biggest pain of them all. So when you've read all the challenges, you'll have to get some resources. You'll need 3 mud molds, 3 pieces of melted iron, a cat fang, which I believe can only be obtained from jaguars, an arowana skull which you can get from a fish, and a feather. Combine all 3 groups of items with their own counterparts and place them in a furnace. When all baked, harvest them, and from this you'll get metal scales, metal feathers, and a metal fang. Combine all these with a piece of resin and a stick, and you have the tribal statue. Just like the other challenges, all you have to do now is go talk to the elder. Okay, so now I've shown all the challenges and I'll start getting into the side quests / less trust awarding activities. And the first one is the women in cages, and there are 3 around the map and each is guarded by a large native camp. Next quest is hanging bodies, and there are 13 total spread around the map. Last quest is the missing children, and for this one there are 5 total across the jungle, and you basically just grab them and take them back to the main camp. Okay, so while editing, I realized that I almost forgot about the wounded tribesmen. So there are 5 around the map in this part, and I have a more detailed video about that which you can find here.
Great.